Today, we're diving into a popular post from the Reddit titled as, "I'm RyanCreamer. I make wholesome, SFW videos on Pornhub. Ask me anything." This post received 63,372 upvotes. Posted by RyanCreamer PH. The post reads as follows. Hello friends, I'm RyanCreamer. I'm a comedian who writes for College Humor, makes videos for Twitter, and posts wholesome videos to Pornhub, NSFW, despite my efforts. I hope you enjoy them. I look forward to answering your questions. Smiley face. Press explaining who the heck I am. https://www.buzzfeed.com/article/tanyachin/a-guy-created-his-own-pornhub-channel-and-has-been-sharing-proof. https://imager.com/a/6elfo7sj Twitter. https://twitter.com/ryancreamer Instagram. https://www.instagram.com/coolboyryan/ Also come join our quaint little subreddit https://www.reddit.com/r/ryancreamer/ I didn't make it but I'm a mod there now and it has made me drunk with power edit. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All done. Thanks for all your lovely questions. Farewell friends. A comment from user Jesumejet says, "Are you this wholesome in real life?" This comment received 4,385 upvotes. A reply from the original author RyanCreamer PH says, "Unfortunately I am a terrible, bad guy in reality." This reply received 7,457 upvotes. A comment from user ArtDubstep says, "What genuinely makes you happy?" This comment received 1,908 upvotes. A reply from the original author RyanCreamer PH says, "Wow. What a doozy. To speak honestly, I think I thought achieving some sort of success in comedy, getting attention and doing stuff like this would scratch the whole itch. It definitely has made me happy at times, but I've come to realize, and not in a defeatist way, that the terms with which I am made happy are constantly shifting and difficult to attain. But as a more fun answer, video games." This reply received 3,920 upvotes. A comment from user Hernando B says, "Have you been able to make a good amount of money from your Pornhub videos?" This comment received 5,489 upvotes. A reply from the original author RyanCreamer PH says, "Their ad revenue system is pretty good. I paid rent with it last month, but don't think that is something that will happen all the time. It's very funny for me to see people post on Twitter and Insta in response to my stuff and say, 'This guy makes 100K a video and he's not even naked.' I don't know where they are getting those figures, but just want to clarify that that is absolutely true and I am stinky filthing rich." This reply received 16,035 upvotes. A comment from user Jixing says, "Any more content in the future?" This comment received 5,998 upvotes. A reply from the original author RyanCreamer PH says, "My plan has been to upload a video every Monday until the masses collectively sigh and say enough, man." This reply received 12,441 upvotes. A comment from user An anonymous user says, "Have you had any real porn companies ask you if you wanted to do a real scene?" This comment received 4,025 upvotes. A reply from the original author RyanCreamer PH says, "For College Humor around this time last year I reviewed Woodrocket porn parody videos. They are genuinely funny and once I started making my own videos I got in touch with April O'Neil who stars in some of those videos and was like I'll happily be a fully clothed man in the plotty parts of your videos. I recognize the logical escalation of the bit I've created as me driving the bang bus." This reply received 7,828 upvotes. A comment from user Martin Plus 28 says, "Hi Ryan, big fan here. Just wondering how exactly did you go about choosing your surname? Thanks." This comment received 2,975 upvotes. A reply from the original author RyanCreamer PH says, "I chose my surname when I was born and it was on my birth certificate." This reply received 6,317 upvotes. A comment from user Afro Burrito says, "Have you met any actual porn stars while doing this?" This comment received 1114 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "Not yet. I hope to go to the Pornhub Awards this year. I think it's in the fall. The first one ever was like right when I made the channel last year, and I missed the registration to go to the AVN Awards back in January. Maybe one day." This reply received 1996 upvotes. A comment from user Boomvroomshroom says, "How does your newfound fame and power factor into your quest for ultimate world domination?" This comment received 1084 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "Everything is falling into place." This reply received 1610 upvotes. A comment from user Meisterlang says, "What high school clique did you belong to?" This comment received 1292 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "I was a runner which should surprise no one. Ran cross-country and track at an all-boys school. I did the play senior year to try to Troy Bolton myself into popularity, but what I learned about Troy Boltoning is you have to be hot." This reply received 2740 upvotes. A comment from user Goburn says, "Mr. Ryan, as an Icelander I can tell you that there is massive chatter in the community about the Icelandic flag that is usually in the background of your videos. Could you clear up once and for all for my countrymen why exactly that flag is there?" This comment received 1761 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "Answered this elsewhere so we'll drop in here also. I visited Iceland back in 2016 and just loved it a lot. So I bought a flag. If you can ever make the trip to Iceland, I really recommend it. I stayed at an Airbnb with a man named Olafur and before leaving for the day told him I was planning on going to the Penis Museum in Reykjavik. He was like, what? No, don't do that, there's so much naturally beti in Iceland, don't waste your time there, but I got my picture taken with an elephant dick, so who's laughing now, Olafur?" This reply received 3863 upvotes. A comment from user Atami Sentinus says, "What kind of filming techniques do you use to capture the wholesomeness of you videos? I.e. film at the golden hour, use a Dutch angle, mostly avoid shooting below the belt, etc. Also, if you feel like sharing, when Pornhub sent you the team jacket, which looks rather wholesome on you by the way, did they include any kind of special congrats on being so wholesome? Smiley face." This comment received 293 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "I stick my iPhone on the cheapest tripod money could buy and shoot until my roommates are like, can you stop?" This reply received 834 upvotes. A comment from user wizard__lizard says, "What's your favorite video you've done? Also, have you ever been recognized in real life?" This comment received 1792 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "My favorite thus far has been, I tuck you in after you come. Because it was the first and the most purely I'm doing this because it tickles me and if I'm the only one who sees it that's enough for me. I got recognized after a Tenacious D concert in Brooklyn on the subway ride back home. And then once by a girl in the subway platform after I saw Lego Movie 2. If I am on the subway, I am famous." This reply received 3820 upvotes. A comment from user Victor Voyeur says, "On April 1st, when the rest of the site is all corn-related videos, will we get to see you in an actual porn scene? Edit. I've changed my request. A video of you enjoying some delicious corn on the cob while watching or making an educational video about corn and corn products." This comment received 796 upvotes. A comment from user an anonymous user says, "Hi Ryan. I really liked the video of you and your ebony girlfriend holding hands, as she talks about her day, but was a bit disappointed because we didn't hear how your day was. So how was your day?" This comment received 8226 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "Thanks for asking. It was good. I worked in the office and then my friend Taylor who you mentioned came in and we shot that video. Then afterwards we and other coworkers went and grabbed drinks at a bar nearby and chatted, and there was this guy from New Zealand I met and he had never had Pop Tarts, and it just so happened I had one in my bag, so I gave him his first ever Pop Tart. How was yours? This reply received 9645 upvotes. A comment from user Jam3s Main says, I'm looking into teaching algebra on Pornhub. Any tips on getting an audience? Also, what's college humor like as a job? This comment received 2190 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, my success unfortunately does not make me qualified in advice. I'll just say teach algebra on there because it makes you happy doing so. If it becomes successful, great. But starting out to cultivate an audience is so out of your control. It's more fun to just make stuff you're happy with even if no one sees. College humor is a great place to work. Having work jobs that aren't comedy or anything that sparks my passion makes me so appreciative of being here. The digital media world is a shaky one, so it can be scary, but I take a lot of solace in being surrounded by people who are very funny and who I respect, who are now making content I really enjoy and stand by. College humor's dropout kicks ass and I've been loving Total Forgiveness and Dimension 20 on it. This reply received 2065 upvotes. A comment from user wolf_69 says, do you have plans to beat Johnny Sins by taking on all roles and jobs in a wholesome way? This comment received 707 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, with his permission, yes. This reply received 774 upvotes. A comment from user Snazzy Belran says, have you gotten a new shower caddy? This comment received 476 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, I have bought 7 more, equally disgusting shower caddies. Each worse than the last. This reply received 677 upvotes. A comment from user an anonymous user says, do you floss those pearly whites? This comment received 228 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, are you my dentist? This reply received 466 upvotes. A comment from user BugBite14 says, what is your favorite fruit? This comment received 399 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, watermelon is the greatest of all time. Peaches have 1 week a year of being the greatest of all time. Grapes are the best supporting actor nominated every year, but never given the Oscar. A good fruit cup, that isn't like all watery pineapple, deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award. This reply received 1020 upvotes. A comment from user The Union Argus says, Ryan, what's the one thing in your life that you couldn't function normally without? Really like your videos, by the way. Sometimes I watch them while trying to fall asleep. Thanks. This comment received 195 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, my roommate Steve. He's my best buddy and without him my life would be a lot less fun. This reply received 415 upvotes. A comment from user The Waffle Stompa says, what's it like knowing you make so many people's day better? This comment received 541 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, wow, this made me smile, smiley face. This reply received 658 upvotes. A comment from user Katie_Pornhub says, hey Ryan, a few questions from various Pornhub team members. 1. How does it make you feel that at least 5 team members have a crush on you? 2. Have you considered changing your name to ryancreamer? 3. How do you take your coffee? 4. Will you ever visit the office? 5. Have you considered doing a collab with Fake Taxi called Real Taxi where you just drive a cab? This comment received 13,955 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, 1. It makes me feel like why didn't I try making this channel back in high school too? Great idea, but too much legal paperwork. 3. As sinful as this sounds, I don't drink coffee. Huge missed opportunity, I know. But I had a job on campus at my alma mater Fordham University and had to drive a shuttle on campus early in the morning and would drink coffee to do the job. One time I picked up a passenger and felt like I am gonna throw up. This coffee. But I gotta get this passenger where they're going. So I crazy taxied them to Dealey Hall, got out with them, and threw up. And now drinking coffee makes me nauseous. If you're that passenger, I am not possessed by the devil, I swear for. I would love to. When works for you guys? 5. I think this is how Uber was founded. This reply received 11,609 upvotes. A comment from user L524K says, "Hello Mr. Creamer, are you getting tired of doing these videos? They're funny, and it seems like you have fun making them, but I can imagine it getting a bit annoying having to keep on uploading joke videos like these all the time." This comment received 332 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "A quote that stuck with me from a book I read once was basketball legend Dr. J saying being a professional means doing the things you like doing on days you don't feel like doing them. So I've allowed myself to not feel bad or guilty if I am not always super perky and happy and raring to go, but to remind myself that I am doing what I love, and that is something to be very grateful for." This reply received 795 upvotes. A comment from user _Peter_Nincompoop_1 says, "How frequently do people joke about a man named Creamer making SFW videos on Pornhub?" This comment received 704 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "You are the first one." This reply received 1469 upvotes. A comment from user Aspartaskills says, "Haha, before I ask the question, I'd like to say that on several occasions I have fallen asleep to compilations of your videos, and me and my bros watch your stuff all the time. Anyways, what's your favorite game? Why? Do you know any other languages? Would you like to? Favorite person?" This comment received 154 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "I have a lot of favorite games just because they timestamp parts of my life in really cool ways. The original Pokémon captured my imagination in a way that was gangbusters. I played Skate 3 so much in college and demand it be remade so that I can still play it on a current-gen system. Undertale's creativity and heart absolutely blew me away and inspired me so much. I spent all of my education learning Spanish and have nothing to show for it. My favorite person is my best friend Steve." This reply received 243 upvotes. A comment from user Dexmedarling says, "What's up with the Icelandic flag in some of your videos?" This comment received 245 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "I visited Iceland back in 2016 and just loved it a lot. So I bought a flag. If you can ever make the trip to Iceland, I really recommend it. I stayed at an Airbnb with a man named Olafur, and before leaving for the day told him I was planning on going to the Penis Museum in Reykjavik. He was like, what? No, don't do that, there's so much naturally beti in Iceland, don't waste your time there, but I got my picture taken with an elephant dick, so who's laughing now, Olafur?" This reply received 407 upvotes. A comment from user Auschwistic says, "What fever you the idea to do this? Do you plan to continue? Edit. Gave not fever." This comment received 642 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "I guess what fevered me the idea to do this was just to follow an impulse. I was on Pornhub, scrolling down reading the funny comments on a video, and at the bottom of the scrolling reached a Work With Us tab, which also made me laugh. The idea of me working with them in a nice wholesome capacity. I wish I could articulate better my thought process, but I think it really just boiled down to me pulling the trigger on an impulse funny thought that made me laugh. And once it got some traction, having the common sense to continue doing it." This reply received 1276 upvotes. A comment from user Tatsumasa02 says, "Do you think there could be more humorous content coming to Pornhub in the years to come? Could it become the ultimate platform where you go to laugh and to cum?" This comment received 810 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, I hope so. I by no means started Pornhub being a funny place to see content. The comment section of Pornhub is far and away one of the funniest, text-oriented, places online right now and hope that it continues to be so. No video I or anyone can make will be funnier than people asking for help with their math homework in the comment section of a BDSM video. This reply received 1420 upvotes. A comment from user Digital Heartache says, "Are there any projects you have going on right now that you would like to shout out? Also, I would like to suggest making t-shirts. I would buy one." This comment received 199 upvotes. A reply from the original author ryancreamer PH says, "Funny you say so. I am in talks with the fine people at Pornhub right now to start making some shirts, so if that's something people are into, make your voice known and it may speed things along. I am about to put up a kind of a one-man sketch show at UCB in New York next month which I am very excited about." This reply received 380 upvotes. A comment from user Farlop1 says, "Would you rather have dick-sized nipples, or a nipple-sized dick?" This comment received 198 upvotes. A reply from the original author ryancreamer PH says, "I already have both." This reply received 435 upvotes. A comment from user Mofago says, "Why, though?" This comment received 637 upvotes. A reply from the original author ryancreamer PH says, "Fair." This reply received 1275 upvotes. A comment from user Golden Gonzo says, "Are any videos really SFW on Pornhub? Considering you'll be bombarded with, 'Young slut takes big black dick' videos in the suggestions on the side, on the bottom, on the top?" This comment received 204 upvotes. A reply from the original author ryancreamer PH says, "My goal is to make so many videos that only mine occupy the suggestions on the side. I will be inescapable." This reply received 652 upvotes. A comment from user ZebraStar says, "What do you put in your coffee and is it labeled, Ryan's Creamer?" This comment received 206 upvotes. A comment from user IamTheBatman99 says, "How did you get started working in comedy? I've always dreamed of comedy writing but I have no clue how to even begin breaking into the industry. I'd love to hear your story and any advice you have for aspiring comedians." This comment received 147 upvotes. A reply from the original author ryancreamer PH says, "I started intentionally pursuing comedy as a byproduct of being involved at Fordham University's Black Box Theater doing improv and stand-up. From there went to UCB in New York and took classes while also freelancing for College Humor, Dorkly, any website that would take my submissions. I think the important thing in starting out is surround yourself with people funnier than you, and give yourself a lot of time to improve. It's like that Ira Glass quote where you start. Bad. So just do the work. Don't judge yourself. Just put in the reps. I starting out was like delusionally confident in myself, which in hindsight is embarrassing but also really set me up for pushing through that time without getting my feelings too hurt to the point of wanting to quit." This reply received 252 upvotes. A comment from user McDruby says, "Have you thought about collabing with other popular porn stars?" This comment received 40 upvotes. A comment from user Lewison Hewitt says, "What made you decide to post them to Pornhub? Also, were you expecting them to get such a cult following?" This comment received 99 upvotes. A comment from user Hobbitfoot says, "You've said some rather positive things about the Pornhub community. What do you think makes that community better than other online communities?" This comment received 34 upvotes. A reply from the original author ryancreamer PH says, "The comment section is full of people who are trying to make people laugh and no one knows who they are. That's awesome." This reply received 79 upvotes. A comment from user Old Hoovian says, "Zerg, Terran, or Protoss?" This comment received 91 upvotes. A reply from the original author ryancreamer PH says, "Yes." This reply received 159 upvotes. A comment from user CryoRec says, "Is the PH jacket a good jacket?" This comment received 30 upvotes. A comment from user I Want to Hear You Beg says, "Did you anticipate it blowing up so much? I fucking love your videos. You remind me of a knockoff Hosier. Both horny as fuck but still bizarrely wholesome." This comment received 59 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "Must be an Ireland thing." This reply received 87 upvotes. A comment from user Jose1561 says, "What's some of your favorite work you've done for college humor? I don't really know who writes what bits, so I'd love to know what you made for them." This comment received 44 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "In high school I would watch college humor videos and just be like, damn, this is so cool. So when my first video for Dorkly, College Humor's video game sister site went up, I was like, this is so awesome. That video was the worst real-life jobs to have in the Pokemon universe." This reply received 104 upvotes. A comment from user Kevlar Bun says, "Hi Ryan, as a Gonzaga grad, I wanted to congratulate you for being the first, to my knowledge, to incorporate GU into your pornography. Go Zags! Do you have any affiliation with the university beyond the shout-out in your porn?" This comment received 30 upvotes. A reply from the original author Ryan Creamer PH says, "The cup is actually from Gonzaga High School, my alma mater in D.C. But got nothing but love for Spokane. I'll promise to continually choose you guys in March Madness for a couple rounds and then have you lose somewhere in the middle." This reply received 75 upvotes.